Now, for all of you who follow the channel, you know that I've been consolidating the guitars, amplifiers, pedals and speaker drivers that I've been testing and reviewing for over 2 years now. And in the previous video, I did a quick review and test of the Warm Audio Fentone ribbon microphone, so do check that out if guitar recording really interests you. Of course, you can use that microphone for all kinds of instruments. Now, while I'm still semi-retired, which means I don't have all the free time that I'd like to work away in my small recording studio, I have been doing a number of tests combining various types of gear to get the sounds and tones that I want for my recording projects. So that brings me to The Hills Are Alive, with the sound of me strumming away on my custom-built T-style guitar, which I did a 12-part series on. Do check that out if building guitars is of interest to you. For those of you who have been following my guitar journey and what I've been up to, you know that I'm based in Scotland. Recently, my wife and I took an opportunity to get away for a few days, staying in a lovely farm cottage with a roaring log fire and sitting at the top of a hill overlooking a beautiful glen that's a valley to all of you non-Scots, just surrounded by trees and the obligatory flock of sheep everywhere. Now, in actual fact, this particular location is no stranger to me, as I have filmed many scenes around here over the years as a professional film producer working for corporate and commercial clients, and it's such a lovely part of Scotland. So as you can see, I took my Bluebird T-style guitar and I also took along my little Vox Blues plug-in amplifier, a set of headphones, a classic metronome just to make sure that I keep in time, and all of these items I've previously reviewed, and last but certainly not least, my music notebook. Now, I just simply spent some time staring into the blue and green yonder, hearing music develop in my mind and scribbling away into my book as I worked out chord progressions and effects and lead runs. Now, you know, despite working professionally in scripting and storytelling for advertising and marketing, and of course TV commercials and documentaries and so on, you'd think lyrics might come easy to me, but in actual fact, they don't. And it's a strange one. I have to feel deeply about something that would be spoken or sung. Otherwise, I find it hard to try and get the words out. The music's not really a challenge, but the words are. So it'd be good to hear if you do the same thing and how you approach these things. Do comment below. Now, for those of you who might ask, why did I bother playing through one of these little plug-in amplifiers, and why not perhaps just play acoustically, or indeed use an acoustic guitar? Well, my reason is when you play an electric guitar acoustically, you don't really hear what you're playing. And when I say that, you might actually be playing sloppily. Whereas when you play through an amplifier, particularly with headphones on, you get to hear where your playing is actually falling short. And so therefore, it really does push you to be more focused, which at the end of the day is, of course, that's going to go well for you if you're somebody who plays live, and especially when you're recording. Because all these little glitches, they really do stand out. Now, while I'm not at the point where I'm ready to share some of my own compositions, you have been hearing me just playing to some backing tracks. I do like practicing to atmospheric or bluesy backing tracks. They really just help you to learn to get into the pocket, get your timing right, and hit the key notes that are required in a backing track. So here's a wee bit more. one of the ways I try to separate myself from the hustle and bustle of life and spending quality time writing music. Now, I should mention, my wife is actually the one who insisted that I brought my guitar on our breakaway. However, we did spend time visiting a local village, sampling restaurant food and coffees, and going for walks. So I really enjoyed that. Now, for those following my guitar channel journey, I have mentioned that a number of items have been delivered to the studio, and I've been getting to grips with some very interesting recording equipment from Neve Electronics. They need no introduction in the recording world for those of you who know who they are. So do stay tuned for that. So a bit of a different video this week. Hopefully you found it of some interest, perhaps maybe just even you like seeing some of the scenes of Scotland. As for all of you who are working on your own music journey and recording projects, it would be great to hear from you, and do comment below, or perhaps you prefer contact me privately. Please do think about subscribing, hit the bell to get notifications, like and share and comment, give a thumbs up. Every little bit, it really helps the algorithms for the channel, and thank you for that. Do check out my channel playlist, which covers my journey back to playing and recording guitar after a 40-year break, because there are lots of equipment reviews as I've sought out the gear that I would end up using in recording, and you might find that interesting. So whether you're a newcomer, an ongoing player, or like me, an old hand, returning to guitar playing, good for you. I always take time to engage with folks who take time to comment. So until the next time the journey continues, do take care.